Welcome back to the Ski Shack. It's the virtual skee ball. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson, joined now by former Buff and now a current assistant coach with the Alpine team, Stefan Hughes, for a couple of minutes here. Skee ball, the virtual thing doesn't quite feel the same way, does it?
No, it definitely doesn't. But I think in this day and age, anything we can do to bring the community together is what we need to do.
Still a good reason for the ski alums to get together and have a good time during a virtual event, right?
Absolutely. I think, with Zoom happy hours and whatever else we can do out there and getting people together, whether virtual or in a room, I think it's a great event.
Take us back to when you skied here for the Buffaloes, 2007 to 2010. You're a two-time All-American. What stands out to you?
It's hard to really put my finger on anything, and I think coming back and being a coach, day one when I came back as a coach, it felt like I was home again. So it's really the family atmosphere and the community that we have and that Richie's helped build here. It really doesn't change that much day to day, and I think once a Buff, always a Buff. You can come back and it's always the same and welcoming.
I think you were probably, if we've talked to 7 or 8 alums, the word family environment has come up, or that phrase has come up, I think, amongst everybody. That's really been fostered in this program, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it stems from Richie, but I think the community at large here in Boulder, the support we get from the athletic department and just the community around winter sport and skiing in Colorado, I think it makes a massive difference in our team here.
How did you become a Buff? How'd you end up in Boulder?
Well, a short history. I'm from Vermont. I skied at Burke Mountain Academy from Killington and KMS, and then I made the national team for a hot minute. And when that didn't work out, I was looking for other opportunities, and Richie gave me that opportunity to get out here, and I've been here ever since.
So, becoming a coach, had you had any thought of coaching? Where'd that come from?
I think most ski racers never give that thought of being a coach while you're in your career. You think our dreams and aspirations are much higher to be on the World Cup and do a lot of things, but as I went through my career and I got to be a part of all these wonderful communities, and especially here, being a part of the ski team here and being a Buff, and the opportunities that it gave me elsewhere in the world, I felt that it was very important for me to foster that in young athletes and be a part of making that possible for many athletes in generations to come.
What has Coach Rokos meant in your life? I know you're one of, we talked about this before in some of the various segments about him officiating weddings. He did that for you.
Yes.
But as a coach, as now a boss, you're working for him. What has he meant in your life?
Well, I think it's kind of, that's really funny. I don't ever really look at it as a job. My relationship with Rich, he is my boss, but I think he's always done a great job of fostering relationships with the athletes. Mm-hmm. So I look at him more as a confidant, like my father or other men in my life, other coaches that I've had. But for him, our relationship is much more personal, and I think that we act like that in many ways, good or bad. But we as well work like that, and I think that makes all the difference to find success with the athletes.
And lastly here, even though it is a virtual event, the great importance of alums and supporters still to come along and support this program.
Absolutely, and I think the alums are really the community. And the alums stretching back, the legacy that we have here for the ski team is immense. And I don't know much about the other schools in terms of that, but I always feel that the Buffs, our legacy is one of the strongest. You can be anywhere in the world, and I can be wearing this hat, and someone says, "Go Buffs." And I think that means a lot. And that means a lot to be a part of that community, and it means a lot for everyone that came from it. And I think the smallest bit that we can do to give back to that opportunity to be a part of that community is massive.
Yeah, it's always great when you're walking around in an airport someplace and somebody screams "Go Buffs" at you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Stefan, great catching up with you.
Thank you.
All right. Buffs assistant coach and a great skier for the Colorado Buffaloes here in the virtual skee ball, Stefan Hughes.